Righty ho. Right. I've pressed a button. It says we're live. Let's have a look then. Let's go into this pad. I've got my little pad on. Let me just bring that up together for you guys. Let's see if there's anything there. I'll put hello down. There we go. I can see a mat. Oh, look at that. I can see a mat. I can see a lead. Let me tuck my lead up. Hello to myself. Hello, Lisa. How the devil are you? Hello, Diane. Okie dokie. So, I am later. Hello, Sarah. I'll let everyone log on as you do. Oh, hello, Christmas trees, Diane. I love it. Hi, Deborah. Oh, it's all very festive, isn't it? Yeah. I was just supporting somebody very, very dear to me. So that's why I'm late. Hi, Kim. That was a little bit more important than coming on here. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm going to do a bit of jelly plating tonight, I think. Why ever not? Hey, why ever not? It's whether I do a square or a round first. So I'll put that there while we wait for folk to come on anyway, as you do. Let me just refresh. It just seems to be that my old chattings does something a bit wayward, but hey ho. So yeah, let's get some paper, I suppose. Let's get some paper ready. Let's do something. I'm going to use 6x6's multifarious card. And I'm probably going to be using some of the ink-ology inks again. So that's the card I'm going to be using. Multifarious 6x6. You can use watercolour card if you have it. You could use, well, as long as it's a decent card, you'll be all right. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of jelly plate messing about with, I think. So basically, yes, I was, unfortunately, I've been making card fronts. Oh, fabulous. 10 to members all over the world. Honestly, it does. Yes, I know that one so well, Diane. It is a bit, I'll tell you what, Royal Mail and obviously other people out there, it's so much to send stuff out now. It's shocking. It really is. To be fair, I actually, hi Lou, I received a beautiful card off of Geith today. Made my day and my mum's day, bless. Hi Jan. Thank you for joining us this evening. And it was lovely that somebody had taken the time and effort, and the words that Geith had put on it. Hopefully she's on tonight. I'll give her I'll bigger up, because it was absolutely beautiful. It was, you know, it's I'm not going to show you what she's wrote because it was some heartfelt words. But it just makes me realise how important this is to some of you guys, you know. So it doesn't go unnoticed. And I know some of you don't comment and you just watch and stuff like that. And I'm all over the place sometimes. I say I'm going to be on and I ain't and stuff like that. So I do apologise, but I will try my very best to keep to a schedule. In fact, January I will do a schedule. I'm sticking to that schedule because I've got things in place. So January, Diane, which will be, I know you're very sort of always asking my questions and stuff, or when am I on and stuff like that. So just to let you know, from January I will have a set day, and it probably will be a Tuesday and a Thursday, and it probably will be 7 o'clock. And that is like, yeah, life is life. But tonight I was supporting somebody very, very close to me, and that was more important than me thinking I've got to get on here for a live. Time took us away, you know, and I'm not going to go into any detail, but it was very meaningful for me to have that conversation with that person. So, you know, that person's that person. It's only catch a little. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, did you post? Oh, crumbs. I'm glad. Right, let me write it down because I knew there was something I needed to do, and you've just reminded me. So let me get me a scrap piece of paper. Let me put it on the back of there. Link. Here we go. Link for varnish. Thank you. I will do that for you tonight. Geith. Now, this is my little lady now. I was just bigging you up, Geith. I just want to say how meaningful and how... that's just for you, Geith. How very much heartfelt your card was today. It really did sweep me off my feet. We all have our work, but really care. Yeah, well, you know, so, and this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I've wrote it down, so I won't forget. Link for varnish, post. Let me just put that post. And I will do. That will go out. You know, when I do the post out on my page, I will put the link for the varnish in that. So I apologise. Please feel free, if I do forget something, just PM me. Because I do forget, and especially with the people that I deal with, Trudy, honestly. Yes, Geith, I want to just give you a really big... My mum was overwhelmed with her little card that you gave her. It was absolutely stunning. And your words that you put on. I just want to say it touched me a lot, to be fair, and thank you again. From the bottom of my heart, honestly. I just want to say it was very, very... thank you. You know, that's all I can say to you is thank you for that. It hit me at the right time. That's all I'm going to say, Keith. Sylvia, hello, my darling. Sarah, hello. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, so yeah, little things like that mean a lot to me. And like I say, it's one. Oh, bless you, Keith. Anyway, let's stop. Let's play. Yes. So, I'm going away. I've put some ink now. I was watching Andy, bless him. So I've done myself a little swatch thing here. So I've just folded up a bit of paper and I've done a swatch of the colours, as you do. Yes, I am busy, but I still make time for you guys, if you know what I mean. So bless you. So anyway, so I've done myself a little swatch. So that gives me all my colours, and that's so. I was watching. Andy was going on about how he'd done. Oh, do I fold this? Oh, there we go. How he had brought himself a little thing, and his inks had dried out. Well, mine are nearly dried out, ready for me to take. So basically, I have got 20 in there, which is 20 of his inks. Aren't I lucky? And I have literally, if I can make sure I can fold it. Oh, I don't flipping know what I've done. Anyway, that'll do. So what I've done is I'll put that like that, put that in there, the swatch is in there when I get it to close, that is. So I've got a little painting kit to take with me now, which I'm going to use, by the way. And I've got me some my cheap watercolour card. So I'm going to have me a while at the time. I'm going to take my little brush without watering, otherwise it won't go through customs because it's got a liquid in it. But yeah, so I'm going to be happy as a pig in muck and all the rest of it. So I'm all raring to go. So I just want to play around and just see different things I can do. You know, obviously I'm not going to take my gel plate and stuff like that with me, but I am going to take a bit of card, this, and I'm going to do a bit of painting while I'm out there, just a bit of watercolour. But I want to play. So I thought, oh, come on, let's have a play around with the old gel plate, as you do. So tonight, excuse me, nunks and banks and clonks and dunks, I'm going to get out Roland. And I am going to be using some of the Andy Skinner inks and possibly stamps. But we'll see yet. I don't know. It might just be a case of backing only. Hi, Kim. Now, I've got front and back on that. I'm not going to put it on a plate. I'm going to be really lazy. So I'm taking off one of them. And I'm leaving one on there. And I'm just going to pop it down on there. And the reason being is I've got me a little bit of water here, as you can see, just clear water. Oh, it don't look very clean, does it? Oh, it is, yeah. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to pop it here. And I'm going to put some colours. Now, I do like my greens, so I'm going to do greens and yellows. So, I'm going to put a little bit of this Tuscan teal in with it. And I'm going to do a little bit of yellow. So, I'm going to do Skinner's Gold, gold and green. And I'm going to put a bit of this Tuscan teal in. And all I'm going to do is, bear in mind, oh, I should have done it round there, really. I'm just going to, faff. Kim Dibben. Oh, she's off. She's dibsing. Love it. So I'm just blobbing. Just a bit of colour here and there. Now, I know this colour's a little bit more in your face. So just, if you are putting, your stash is growing. Oh, honestly. I've treated myself. Oh, have you? Oh, go you. I'm still not using them as I should be, so I'm not going to treat myself to C. How is the C set? Please tell me. Is it worth it? What do you reckon? Tell me more. Give me the gossip. Is it yay, nay, diddly doo dah? Come on, fill me in. What's it like? Is it shimmering nice as the colours? Oh, look at that, I've already got. Let me turn that over. Right, I'm just going to spray. Yes, my set expands. Like any crafter, we just expand full stop, don't we? So I am going to spritz on the card, as you can see. And all I'm going to do is, it looks a bit of a mess, but hey ho, let's play. Oh, look at that. There we go. I'm going to be very, very quick. Because we've got a blob of ink. Not got it. Oh, you've not got it yet. Okay, fair enough then. Oh, hold on. Let me just, oh, look at that. Like it. I just need to move that blob of colour around. Now I have got my watercolour brush. I don't think there's anything on it, but I just want to move this instead of losing that blob. I don't want to lose that blob of colour, but I just want to take it over. And let me just get that off now. What was that anyway? So I'm not going to show and tell when I get there. Oh yes, please do. And I want an honest review as well, please. I don't want you to tell me it's all love and light and it's a load of nonsense. I like real, proper reality. This is why, until I've used up what I've got, to me, it's just going to be very similar to what I've already got in my stash. And why have the same of something when I've not used what's already, does that make sense? I hope it does. I don't want to sound like I'm being negative or anything, but sometimes my money can be well spent on something else. I mean, I've just like crumbs. I've just put, I'm a brummie. Honestly, I got the truth. It's got to be done. Exactly. You're on the same wavelength as me. Sometimes it gets me into trouble. I'm always on a naughty step. I tell you, I've got a very big naughty step at the minute, but it's one of them. Oh dear. There's no such thing as late. Come on, you lot know me by now. Yeah, but I like sets of things as well. And I am dying. D-set will be out before you know it, Diane. Honestly, it's shocking. That'll be another like 40 odd quid. But yeah, I just can't justify it at the minute. I'm too busy playing with other people's inks anyway. It's one of them. I can see a doorway. I can see a bit of a pond. I can see a bit of craziness going on. I want more colour in this, if I'm honest. I'm liking the green, but I think we need something else to go on with it. So, what am I going to add? Let's have a look. Let's see where I can go. In fact, I have still got a bit of colour on here. Let me just see if that's going to do anything for me. I don't like wasting things when it's there. Okay. It hasn't really done much, if I'm honest, but it's done something. We've got to splatter something. Right, I am going to, put that on there. Green, opposite of green is reds and oranges. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put London brick on. And again, it's one of those. We'll play around. I'm not putting too much on. I'm not putting too much on. I've just done a big arc of colour. I am, however, just going to move that around only slightly. It's beautiful colours, this is. I'm going to try and stick to the circular. Let's just have a look. Let's see what we got off that. Because I've not added any water, it's gone quite straight on and sucked it in. But it's just a little bit of summit. I quite like it. Let me see what it's going to be if I do add some water onto this now. And this, again, this is where be adventurous. Don't be shy. We've got a bit of movement. Let's move a bit of ink around. If I don't like what it's looking like, because I don't want it to look like a mud bath, but I do want it to look fluid as such. That'll do. Doesn't look much to it, does it really? Let's see what we can turn it into, though. It took me a while to... Oh, crumbs. I was hiding in the corner, Susan. Bless you. Well, it was one of them. I just decided, just look for the live. It's all good fun. So I'm gonna leave that there. It's one of them. I don't know what I want to do with that yet. I think we need to add more on it. You should get yourself acrylic palettes for gel press. Yeah, I know, but it's like one of them, isn't it? I like to just play around with stuff. I like to just play around with colour. Yes, I can see a face and a half in it. I love that. I love it now. It looks like a tree. There we go. Yeah, I suppose actually, yeah. I can see what you're seeing. I'm just going to put a little bit of colour there, and the colour I'm putting down will be, what have I picked up? Coffee bean. Very nice. And I've got my watercolour, what's it? Head and Shoulders. There we go. Oh dear me. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of a, maybe ground a little bit here, because I can always put, if I want to do, if I was thinking of a Lavinia stamp into this, it would be the Tree of Hope, maybe, because hope curls this way, courage goes that way. Cheap on eBay. Not, yeah, exactly. Not the shit. That was a bit, what's it? Why ever not? I was quite thinking of washing my hair, to be fair. Love it. Let's put a little bit more on that. Let me just get a bit of, tell you what, let's put a bit of red in. Let's live dangerously. Red, this red particularly is like, whoa. Oh, crumbs, there's a lot there. Oops, I don't like what's it in ink. Firecracker. And it's definitely that. Let's put a bit in. Oh, look at this now. Yeah, let's play. Let's play. I don't know what this is going to end up being. I have nothing particular in my head, but we've now got a nice bit of red going on. And so I'm probably going to, let's have a look. Bit of a splodge. Let's see what I can pick up. I quite like living dangerously. Let's see what we're going to get from that, maybe. Oh, yeah, that'll do. Oh, I quite like the way that's gone now. Yep. Let me just dab that off a little. Not too much. Yep. Let me just pop a blob on. I don't know what it is with me blobbing. I think it's because it's in one of these little little dabbery things that I think to myself, oh, I want to just start blobbing it everywhere. It's a bit naughty, really, because I could get myself into a bit of chaos with all this colour. But I just like the way it moves. A globe, yes, exactly. Bots on a bench looks fab on there. I'm going to show you what I've done with bots on a bench in a second. But yeah, oh, I'm quite liking that now. Yes, see that little bit of ink's now rolling around. Let me just get this up before we have a disaster. Doesn't look like the Tree of Hope. It does, yeah, definitely. You know something? I think we might put the Tree of Hope on this one. So I will let this dry, and then I'm thinking of another colour range for bots on a bench. I'll show you what I've done earlier, just so you can see where I'm at. Before let me just spill that out a minute, because otherwise it's a stunning red, absolutely stunning red. Firecracker. Oof, and it's definitely that, I must admit. I'm just gonna let me just dry this off. Let me get the card I made earlier. So I wouldn't say I'm prattling around. That's naughty of me to say that. I was messing around with inks, and this is why I thought, because I can. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have a play with this actually. And I've just made a card basically, and I don't know why. I just thought, oh, I want to make a card. And I normally just do, you know, toppers. But I add an inspiration, so at least I make a card, and that's what I've done. So we're gonna add to that. So this is what I've done basically, and I use the gel plate, and I use yellows, I use pinks, I use purples, a bit of blue, and there's our little man on the bench, which I absolutely love. So yeah, obviously matte and layered. Put a bit of purple on to bring out the purples in there. But I loved the way that done. So I'm going to post that out. And then I've just done a little bit of, that was with one of the Tim Holtz dibs. Just a Tim Holtz stencil. But yeah, so pretty. So yeah, so I played around with that. But this one, like you say, I can see the Tree of Hope, and I can see something different on this one. But I am going to do another one. It may be similar colours. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Might use the square. I did see earlier, did I see earlier new Christmas stamps? There will be some new Christmas stamps, I think. I know somebody's releasing some Christmas stamps. I forgot where. I'm in that many different groups now. I've lost the plot, if I'm honest. So that's another thing. Yeah, one of them. There's stamps here, there, and everywhere. I've had conversations with quite a few people today about new releases and stuff. You beat me, Sylvia. It takes a lot to beat Sylvia. That's all I'll say. Right, let me find the Tree of Hope. Let me find my trees first. That might help, mightn't it? Right, let me have a look. Box with trees in. Box with trees in. Let's have a look. Up. Here we go. Box with trees. Okay. I know, I've got my messy box. Don't panic, people. Heart attack at the ready and all that. Okay, so... there we go. See, I know where they all are. It's just, you know, just the chaos that comes with me. Well, there we go. Perfecto. Even though I had oh my goodness me, I always have a computer issue. It's such a fabulous thing having a computer issue. You get out of all sorts, honestly, Marie. I'm always having computer issues. Sometimes they're for the grace of God, and they actually get you out of things. But you know, it's lovely to have you anyway. Thank you for joining me this evening. I've not been on that long, to be fair, about 20 minutes or something, and we've got a bit of a chaotic mess. But I like wonderful already. Oh, bless you, so very kind. I'm going to do fallen leaves just because of the reds. Actually, no, I'm going to do black. I'm going to go proper in your face. Why not? Nocturne, Versifying Clay. I absolutely adore these. Mind you, I love trees full stop. Let me get the mess off before you lot start having a panic attack with me. I do try and think of you guys when I'm stamping, if I'm honest. Just sometimes it just gets a little bit chaotic for me as well. So I am trying to be very mindful. Right, so I want to sort of go around with the guide of me mess. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can end up with. Well, I might add some more colour on this and just build up a background. Let's see what it looks like first of all. Oh, pretty. So I mean, realistically, let me pull the tree out. Oh, let me get a wipey. Let me get a wipey. Let's be really nice. Honestly, I'm doing ever so well tonight. You lot should be really pleased about it. I'm actually cleaning things as I go. Oh, a girl figure with wings and a cat. 3 tags for grandchildren Christmas present. Oh, just okay. Oh yes. Yes, there is. Yes, I was speaking with Andy earlier. Yes, that was a conversation as well. Okay. Honestly, I get caught into all sorts of nonsense. I do. Right, I want to extend this, so I am just going to. Now, I am using a 03 on the Pigma Micron archival pen, and I must admit, I am liking these very, very much. They give a lovely line out. I haven't had a problem. Sometimes when you get fine liners, they're dead after so long. So far, so good. I can't knock these, and I'm being quite true and honest, and I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. But I'm actually liking these very much. So there you go. That's me being open and honest with you guys there. I quite like that. So let me now just pull on. I just want to give a bit of paint in that. Well, not paint. Let me get watercolour pencil, brown, obviously, because it's a tree. And I just want to pull. Now, I'm being quite sort of not careful. You know me. I like to cause a mess. I like to cause chaos when I can. Not in a negative either, as a positive. And I just want to take that across. And then I can quite easily add that lovely brown in. And then I can actually just a little bit of a take it down into that red. Yeah. So let me just play with this a little bit. Let's add a little bit now. I've got my watercolour. Yeah, we've got water. That's half the battle, isn't it? Now I do like the fact of how the colour, although the pigment's beautiful with the Mondelez, I do like it when you put water to it and it just takes it into a bleed and it just blends it that little bit more. More so where I think to myself, do I want to actually add another colour into that sort of format? Thinking to myself, shall I? So it looks quite autumny now, where you've got that sort of movement round, and you could actually dot in. Now I dotted this in wet areas, so I mean realistically, if I wanted to sort of just wet a couple of areas just around that tree, where possibly we could say that there could be leaves or that sort of notion that there was something going on there. So if I take that off and we go back on with that red, and if you remember, I'm just going to spit out anything that's on there. So all I'm using now is just an empty pipette. That was a big posh word, wasn't it? Pipette. And I am just dabbing it in places where I think, because I've forgotten where the water is. This is where Lisa will either create some sort of madness or something will be created and I might be mad of. Right, Charles Cottage stunning. That yes, fabulous. And a cover Amanda thanking Andy. Oh yes, well, yes, that beautiful card of Amanda's is sitting in my house now. I'm very, very blessed to have that card. But yes, It's a stunning creation from Amanda, as is all of her makes, to be fair. She's very, very talented, very talented. So there we go. I've just, hello. There's no such thing as late. Come on, behave yourself. You're here. It's not school. We're grown adults. You turn up and go whenever you like. Bless your cotton stuff. I love the fact of how you guys are, though. It's nice. Bless you. So there you go. Hi, Mariam. So yeah, so we've got a very splodgy, very moved, but there is an actual background and a layer in that. So I'm going to put a couple of stamps in. So I'm going to balance up where we've got that curve. I'm going to balance this bit on. To me, that would be that card done, and then we can make another card then with some box. So let me get my trusty box of goodies. My normal go-tos when it comes to anything like this. Maybe that. Maybe baby. Okay. Oh, I nearly cut off the old corner. Do that to me dandelion. I love that dandelion. Now I am going to stick. I'm actually probably going to do brown because we've got that brown and we've got the reds, and I want to try and complement the colours. So let's move away. Let me get fallen leaves. I think it's going to be the better combinating colour. So let's grab that. It's like a oh, thank you, Rachel. That's a bit of a compliment. Fallen leaves. Let's get a plate. Did I get one earlier? Where have you gone? You've got my tree. We'll utilise that one. Let's put the tree on there. So now I'm going to use my finger. I'm really going to let me just let's get crumbs. Hello. So I need to just wet the end of my stamp for starters, then my finger, and then there we go. I've got suction. Fabulous. Right then, let me look for a scrap bit of paper. God, I always have a bit of scrap ready. I'm back again. Oh, bless, on her holiday and messaging me. Oh, no, that's lovely. Listen, priorities are priorities, sweet. You know, do what you got to do. There's always, catch up or whatever, you know, so feel free. Okay, let's have a look what we've got going on here. I want quite a simple scene. Simple suits me quite well at the minute. That is absolutely stunning in its own little right. Let's just pop a little bit of summit here. Let's just pop a little bit of height there. Perfect. So, realistically, that's a card. Whack a sentiment on that. Put a bit of embossing or whatever. Bob's your uncle. And all the rest of it. And that, although it was a messy start, it's actually turned out to be quite stunning. If you want to bring that area up, you can either use zig pen or the actual says pitch black, can't see anything. What do you mean? Okay. If I get the zigs and I've got deep brown, again, I can just pull out little bits here and there if I need to. Just to bring things in, really. And again, it's up to you for how deep or dark or however you want it. Because over this now, because I'm putting this on, I'm going to end up putting a bit more water on. As you do. Bless you. Very autumnal, isn't it just? But you see, this is it. You express yourself in different ways, in different colours. I'm sure there's going to be somewhere in the world that could sort of connect to this card. For the scene, for how the trees look. I wouldn't say it's in the UK at the minute, but it might do. I don't know. There's a lot of different trees out there that are turning colour on the leaves. There's a lot of new life happening. The seasons are all totally out of shot at the minute. You know, so it's like it's a very, very much all over the place scenario at the moment, which is it's quite sort of worrying, really. You know, I'm very much about nature and where we're at, sort of thing, and it is a little bit worrying what's going on in the world. But this is where we're at the minute. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water. Now, your zig pens, they are water based, they will move. So don't think, oh, you just put a blob of colour on there and that's it. The end is nigh and all that. Nope, play around with it. Look at that movement. I love it. So again, if it's too much on here, just play around with that water. Yeah, you could do anything. This could be perfect for, if you want to whack a load of white on it, there you go. Snow is falling. Whack it into the monthly challenge. Not got long left on that. You know, one of them really. I am going to whack a little bit of my trusted, even though I quite like that as it is, to be fair. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of foliage just as a, do I or don't I? I mean, see, if you and or, you don't do it. That's what I always say. But then, I don't know, I think if people walking with an umbrella would look lovely on this. Yeah. There's loads of different stamps that you could put on this particular. If I'm honest, you could mix and match. I mean, you've got Lavinia on there at the minute. Then you could add obviously other brand stamps onto that quite easily. But like you say, I'm trying to give you an idea. Or a dog, yeah, or a cat. You could add hedgehogs on there. You know, there's loads on there. I have got some new stamps coming. And yes, I will be doing some bits and bobs with that when they come. But I've got to wait for post. I might have happy post tomorrow. I'll have a brandy. Fabulous. We'll just see you sitting on a bench there with a brandy. No problem at all. I'm just going to put a little... we've got a lot of colour. Haunted house, yeah. See, I like the way you're thinking, guys. Lovely. Now, I'm just going to pop my brush into my bleach because we've got quite a bit of colour. And I'm just going to lightly... just mainly on these where the darker bits are. I don't want to go too much. Let me just clean my brush off because it's bleach. Just on it very, very light. And that just gives it a different effect. So, on that little devil, let me just grab a bit of card or something. Let's have a look. Up. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got down here. Anything, nothing. So I'd probably say if I was going to mount it, then I'd put a bit of a white or a cream, and then I'd do a brown. I will matte and layer later because I'm not going to spend time matte and layering when you don't need to see that. So that's actually quite a stunning card in its own right, depending on who it's for. You could whack a house in there, you know, new home, etc. A nice sentiment. You could even do it for, unfortunately, for the sadness of you know, deepest sympathy card. You know, again, it's a very still card in that sense, although it's very loose watercolor in the background. Somebody might appreciate that, you know, with the reds and stuff like that. But yeah, beautiful card. I'll matte and layer it, but there's one idea for you. So that's that done. Okay, let me put my trusties out the way. I don't want to lose them. I'll matte and layer that. I'll do it right there. This is always the way when I think to myself, oh, I'll do this and this, and something else happens. Okay, I'll put that there. So I'm going to do, let me put, right, so we just used the round one. Where did I put that there? Here you are. There we go. Right, so let's pop this one away, Roland. And I'm going to get the square out. Let me get my muscles on. You know, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous, trust me. Well, I live on the naughty step anyway, so I'm more or less in that category, realistically. Right, let's put that down there out the way. And got that. Oh, I'll use the square one. Where's the square one gone? Piece of says, I'll just put it away. Here it is. Gosh, honestly, I'm having a proper meltdown tonight. So that we use the round gel plate on that one. I'm going to use lighter colours. I'm going to do pinks and stuff like that. So let me grab a piece of card. Again, I'm going to use the 6x6 multifarious card. And these are 350 GSM. So I know it's going to hold plenty of water if I want to go a bit OCT, which you know me, I normally do. So let's pop that out the way. Let me put that lovely card out the way. I'll matte and layer that and post that out later. Let's put that out the way because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is the card I done earlier with a little bot on. So I'm not going to mirror this at all. But I'm going to do, I don't know what I'm going to use stamp-wise, but I just want to see a nice background, to be fair. So let's start with the background. And I'm going to do a square, obviously, squarely. So let's see what we can pull on that. Now, if you haven't got any fancy mats and stuff like that, you don't need it. Well, you do need it as such, but you don't. You can still do some nice prints. So what I do is I'll take one of that wrapper off, leave this one, because I can actually still pick that up and press on it if need be. So I'm going to show you, if you haven't got a plate, to use. I mean, if you're brave and you want to put it on a acrylic block, you can do. You know, if you're waiting for Father Christmas to bring you some of them nice nice blocks and stuff like that, then so be it. I just want to put that's better. The robot. Okay, we'll do a robot then. No problem at all. I'm here for you guys, so we'll play robotic. So yeah. So I'm going to do some nice. Let me get the air bubble. Me and air bubbles just don't get on. Okay, so I do like the pinks. So I'm going to use now. Fuchsia is a very wow colour, if I'm honest with you. But I like wow, so we'll have a bit of that there. And then I'm going to go with this lighter raspberry ripple. Why not? And then I am going to put a little bit of this plum pie. See, it just sounds good enough to eat, doesn't it, really? Oh, I'm going to put that up there. That was a bit dark and dangerous, like it. And then turquoise blue, turquoise, pretty. I don't know why I've put them in that direction, but hey ho. And I am going to spray. Now this time I'm going to spray a little bit on here. Well, quite a bit on there, obviously. This could go one or two ways now. This could go a big blob, which I think it might do. Hold on, let me just move it around a little bit. Let me just diddly doo dah. Let's ping that up there. Now I'm going to take a little bit off because I don't want to wreck. So I'm just going to lift a little bit in places. Because I can always add, I just can't, well I can take it away, but I'm just trying to just show you some quick alternatives, shall we say. So I've got a big blob of water on there. I know exactly it's going to just go blobby, but let me just see if I can, if I put that there and then turn it, oh yeah, that's it. So it's blob there, which I ain't too worried about. Thinking of that, so let's have a bit of movement. Oh yay. Okay. Hi up there. Hey Chris, how are you? Okay, so I quite like, we've got a bit of an art splat, which I like that sort of effect, if I'm honest. I'm going to put that down there to pick up more splodginess. Let me just move this around a minute. Let me dry that. Let's have a dabble. Let me just take a little bit of ink off that. Dry it. Because now with what I've got left, I'm going to start building up a bit of a crazy background. Why ever not? Okay, so I've still got a bit of ink on that. Our oracle's here, bless her. I feel safe when we've got her here. Because if I don't know something, I know she will. Thank God. Bless her. So all I'm going to do now is just build up and just take away, because I've now got nothing on there. So let's see if I can pick up off here now. Yeah. And if I want to just turn it around, add on. Or you can just go full hog and just do a proper bit of smooshing on there if you want. But yeah, I think that's gone quite a good splattery effect. And to be fair, I haven't really got much left on there. But if you're unsure, pop it on, clean your mat that way. Yeah, nothing to worry me about on there. So I'm quite happy to put that back on now and put it away in the box. Oh, there we go. Gosh, I'm coughing and spluttering. Losing my voice. I need a cup of tea. Right, let's put that down there and we don't lose it. So let me just wipe this a second. I have been good today, crumbs. Not bad considering. Beautiful colour. And obviously there's been a mix of several colours in that. But yeah, let me just throw that because that's about as much good as a chocolate teapot. There we go, sorted. Okay, so there we are. So we now decide which way we're going to go. And I'm going to do that as a block at the bottom because I can add colour to that. Now, if we're going to use one of the bots, for instance, let me get him first. Let me find him. Do you want the bench one? Yeah. Now, I am going to put this down, but I'm also going to obviously pull out colour with some bleach. So, you know me, I say it as it is. If you're, you know, unsure health-wise, I don't want anybody being, you know, poorly or anything like that. Let me just make sure I'm putting this the right way around. Yes, that'll do for there, I think. Let's see if I can fit that on one. Maybe not. Need a bigger plate. Let's find a plate. Up and away. Let's see if that's going to fit. Yep, there we go. One big plate. Bam, there we go. Yeah, so if you are using bleach, a well ventilated room, if you've got any breathing issues at all, please, you know, just be mindful. I don't want to be responsible for going use X, Y, and Z when it's a no. Yeah, so let's be real. I am going to use black, and that's only because I am going to be putting a bleach on, and I know how easy it is to sort of get yourself sidetracked with overdoing bleach. It can quite easily pull things out. I'm using a decent pad as well, so it is quite a squidgy pad. It's one of my newer ones. There's no writing on the back, so I don't put notes to myself to say, Lisa, don't use this one. So I'm quite good. I'm just going to bring this down a second just so I can look over, just to try and have an idea of where I thought to myself this would look better. So here we go. There we are. Let's have a go. Now, if it doesn't go in one nice little sweep for me, it will be a case of Lisa's got a pen that can put in lines. I have a full set of these now, so I've never thought of putting it on wood. Oh gosh, oh, I'm forever putting things on different things. I am. Gosh, to be fair, nowadays it's very rare I actually use card. If I'm honest. Oh, I will show you. So I've done them. These are like my Z card sort of what's it's done 2 different ones. So just while we're waiting for the ink to go on that. So yeah, that, I mean, that with all the bits and bobs and the, you know, all the diddly are on. I love the way them robins come out on that one. But yeah, that was me just playing around, as you do. So I think I'm going to do more adventurous. Thank you, Kay. I really enjoyed doing them. I'm going to be a little bit more adventurous and do more detailed sort of craziness to my stuff. I think that's the way forward with regards to it. So there's our little bot. It's not going to look like that for long. Let me be nice and good. Let me just make sure I'm not squirting that. Very quickly, just clean my stamp. Wow, this ain't going to last for long, by the way. You know me, it just really isn't going to last for long. I'm still undecided. I'm on the fence when it comes to rubber stamps. Love the detail, but you know, like all this part of it, it's just like on off, diddly doo-dah. You've inspired me to try. Good, I'm glad. That's what you're here for. Birds and the houses are fantastic. Yes, there's loads, you know. I mean, I'm lucky I've got myself a little laser so I can cut all sorts of stuff out of wood, if I'm honest. See, look, already we've got rolly bits of paper and not my cup of tea. Yeah, so as I was saying, wood, slate, stones. I love foraging. I love sort of just going back to natural elements. I think you can connect more to your work when you work with natural stuff. That's just me personally. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Right then, so we've got the background. Now, we could leave it like that if you want. However, I'm going to pull out the ink. So, like I've said, I'm working with bleach. Each to your own on this. Please do not work with bleach if you've got breathing problems. Now, I'm going to just do a bit in the lid. Hold on. There we go. Sorted. I'm still not keen on rubber. Honestly. Oh, it's all right, Kathleen. Welcome. Still not keen on rubber stamps. I'm getting to grips with rubber stamps. Let's put it like that. I've never been one. I do like me clear. That's just me personally. It's one of them each to your own sort of vibes, isn't it? Now, depending on how much ink you've put on to how quickly this is gonna, I would say, dissolve, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Disappear. Bit of magic trick, maybe. it's what you want to do with it. Do you want to add colour to it? I like the naked look of taking away the ink. I love this little bird. I do. I think it's fabulous. And here we go. It's just starting to take away that colour now. Now, with me sort of putting a wash over this, you ain't going to get a perfect line. And I love that effect as well. So it looks very much like I've done the stamp first. And then, you know, in that sense, I think you definitely need to cut very close to your image and then mark arrows. Yeah, I like the craziness of it, though. That's the thing. I'm not that meticulous, if I'm honest with you. And that's it. Everybody's different, you know. So I take it as it is. Each to their own. You do what you're comfortable with. You mark out how you want to do. You know, I am no expert at all. I just love playing around. Simple as that. There we are. Look at this. Now we're starting to have an image take shape. Because now where you've got this blob out of colour and how I'm taking it out, I can add more into it. So let me just break this purple down because I might want to add a bit of blue into that. So look how different that now looks. And then if you really want to play, let's just do a couple of splatters. Again, not too much. I don't want to take away the colour that we've just put down. I just want to break it down. We just wash and brush. So let's just put that bit of bleach back in there. Let me be really nice and put the lid on. It smells lovely in here. Very nice. So as you can see now how this is breaking down. Now you've got those there's about 3 colours breaking down under that bleach. So it's either going to take it all away or it's going to build back up again. Now I want to put colour back onto this. So I can put in the blue into this if I wanted to. I can put a light pink into it. I could even put like this buff colour. I can put some yellow in it. I can put some grey. I mean, you can put anything you want in it. I'm actually maybe thinking about doing a little bit of a, let me dry it off first, but maybe a little bit of a blend or a shade out. Well, let's see. See, eventually, your ink will go. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, there's loads of different ways, loads of different things you can use different stamps for. But for me personally, I like the adventure of not knowing, you know. And I've got stamps which are stamped on the images, stamped on the reverse side, so I know exactly what I'm stamping where. I just like the fact with clear stamps you can sort of see. I don't know, it's one of them. But I love the detail that you get on rubber stamps. So it's half a one and another 8 really. So I'm just going to add. I don't want to sort of take away anything that's obviously been put on already with what Andy's already put down on these, because it's absolutely stunning, the detail. Hello Marjolaine, hope you're well my sweetie. Hope work's gone good for you today. You been doing any workshops today, sweetie? You been busy? So all I'm going to do here is just, I don't know, just add a little bit of nonsense, a little bit of, I don't know, squiggles. Let's put some squiggles in. No, nobody does a squiggle better than just a bit of random squiggly. Why not? It could be just any sort of squiggle, which could look like, you know, we'll just scratch it along maybe. There we go, bit of a scribble. It just adds into that beautiful background. So all we've done is added a few scribbles, little bits and bobs. Now, depending, because I love the way the eyes are on here. I did a workshop in red rubber. Oh, fabulous, there you go. Held up really well in the hot. Oh, there we go, sorted. Fabulous. So you've had a really good day. I'm glad to hear it. So I'm going to, I don't know, do you know something? I've got an urge. I want to give him some eyelashes. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no particular thing to say this is a he. There we go. Look at that. Oh, fabulous. It's a little bit wet there, still on the card, so I don't want to go over too much. But let's just really go OTT with a few lashes there. love it. There we go. Oh dear. I suppose this is where, if you've got a bit of a creative head on you, you can play the game. You could definitely. A fembot, I like it. It's got to be done, isn't it? Let me just pop a bit of white in the eye there. Perfect. So let me just bring that down. Yeah, there we go. Now we're thinking out the box now. I like it. Get it, box. Botty, box. We're going to have a bit of red on the lip then, aren't we, really? Well, on the steel coldness. I'm going to do a zig. And I'm just going to underline a little bit of a, oh, why not? Oh, look at that. Fabulous. Love it. You can't really see that, but look, we've just got the most cute, look at the lashes on that. God, I'd be proud to hold them lashes, I would. Gosh, how gorgeous is that? Right, I'm going to get a bit of pencil now, and I'm just, why not? I'm going to be quite, let me just dry it off a minute. Because although we've got the base there, and you know, I might have manipulated it slightly and I've given it lashes, all I've done is put colour there. So I haven't actually done any, well, unless you feel that I've obviously done something in error to Andy's stamps. But yeah, let's just pull along here a bit. Just put that little bit of a back, oh, we can't really see the backrest there, but let's just a little bit of light and dark. We've got that bit of bird seed there, so let's just pull that. So we've got the bench, so we've brought the bench out to what we can see. I'm just being mindful now of the amount of water that, so you can see that little area there, because I can feel that, you know, when we bleached out, it held it there, so I can actually feel that when I'm moving that around. So let me just dry that off with you. So the last thing I want to do is start a card and it ends up as a tag when there's no need for it, as long as you dry it off properly. So there we go. Let me just put this, I've got wires hanging down because unfortunately I'd spent that long on my phone with somebody. I'd lost the charge, so I've had to fiddle about. So let me just pop a little bit of water on that brown. Let's just blend that watercolour. So that was the Mondelez. Let's just put that under there. So that's that bench. So we got the bench in. Okay. Perfect. So yes, I know, bless. And the colour on the bird has got to pop out. So it's either got to be like a yellow. Yeah, I think a yellow will go with the pink. So you can, let's have a look. Oh, see, if I do a dot of that, if I do a dot of this yellow, it'll be that rich. Actually, if I let me use one of my little detailing brushes, let's try. Hold on. Oh, look, my brush is having a bit of a moment here. What's going on there? Let's have a look. Oh, needs a head cut by the looks on it. Okay, so let me green. Yes, I'm going to put some green. Now, hold on. Well, there will be green going on here. Let me just. So I am just going to touch. So I'm really. In fact, I knew there was a lot on there. Let me just only lightly. I ain't liking the way that's gone at all. Wow, what's going on there? I'm going to change a brush. Let me change it this one. I always say green. Yes, mine's me too. Don't worry. However, I'm doing what's going to complement. So green will be going on here. But just to think about complementing what you've got here. Your contrasting colours. Think about your colour wheel. Think about the colours that you're using to pop your design. So don't be shy to sort of do that in your designs as well. So we've just brought out those two little items just with that little speck of yellow. So I'm not going too OT with it. Let me just... so, yes, let's get some green then. And we're going to use... I'm going to use the golden... Is it golden green? Yes, golden green. Beautiful colour. And I'm going to put a bit of eyeshadow I should really use one of them what's it colours that I'm always going on about. But I do want to put just a little bit. So we've got a bit of a leaf here. Oh, I've got a blob went onto there then. That's okay, it's moved. And I just want to lightly, let me just put a bit of water to this. Now, because this is a detail brush, Lisa needs a different brush. So let me just put a blob, just a small dab. That's all we need. This is really strong stuff. So I'm just going to pick it up on my brush and just move it across. Just to give that sort of lighter, darker. And bear in mind, we've got them little scribbles, which in hindsight are supposed to be a bit greenery. So let me just put that down here. Now, just above the eye, I just want to put a hint of green. So it could look like we've got a bit of shadow going on there. And that little bit of eyeshadow contrasts that green down there. So, you know, again, you're just having a bit of fun, really. We're just thinking about the colours that we've got on there and how we want to play this out a little bit. Now, do we keep her quite robot-y? If we keep her quite robot-y, then we're going to get a bit of a grey. And I'm just going to pull a little bit of, just to give a bit of a play with those edges. And then just going to bring that down just only slightly. Nothing that I'm really going to pull out into the full piece, if I'm honest. However, I am going to just put a little bit of white just on the sandals. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, it is, yeah. Fabulous. Now, a little bit on the fingers, a bit of highlight here, a bit of highlight there. I'm going to go back in to the eye, because now I've really pulled her little eyes out, and our little bird has actually got, so I'm going to do that. And then with a very number 3, I'm just going to just do his little pupil on our little birdie. Just going to play his beak, and obviously his little bit of a wing here. And I'm just going to pull in those little pupils on the eye. Now then, yeah, I'm happy with that, happy with that, happy with that. Okay, so to me that would make quite a pretty card, if I'm honest. Something totally unusual. You haven't got to go mad on colours at all. There's hardly anything on there. There's a little brown on the bench. But again, I can pull that. If I'm not happy with that, I can pull it out with bleach. Here, for instance, if you wanted to think to yourself, there's a little bit too much of a stop on the colour, you could just add a bit of water and just pull the colour around. And if you're not happy with that, well, you could just put a little dot. And I'm, oh crumbs, that's just too much. So you can tell already I'm starting to get used to, I mean, this just needs plenty more water. That's just really, there you go. But if I wanted to just pull that little bit of colour through, only slight. And bear in mind there's bleach down, so you've got a chemical reaction. So that purple is now going into a blue colour, which I quite like. But then if you wanted to highlight it on different areas and you wanted a bit of a darker contrast, you know, just in certain places, because sometimes when you're pulling colour through, you want that lighter, darker sort of imagery. Let me just pull a bit more into that. And even where we've just got that, which has turned more into a blue, let's put some colour into it and get it back into the purple. So don't be shy, because if you don't like it, you just put more bleach on and take it back out. So already, let me just bring that across so it doesn't look like blobs of nothingness sort of thing. Right then, so now for me, let me just wipe that. So for me, I can just dry that off, and I don't know whether to actually add some black splatters to that to give it sort of that more sort of robotic-y look. So that's a very look again, it looks like a very loose watercolour, but it's not really. We've used a gel plate on it, and then the bleach has just pulled out colour in different places. So it's given a lovely effect, just differently. And again, we've got that pencil down. So if you wanted to take that pencil just into places where it's just that little bit where you've got that darker imagery, just to pull it out, then so be it. But now you can, like, if you really wanted to sort of take it into an industrial look, and you wanted that sort of splat format, now without doing too much, because you can do too much with this now. So let me just bit of card, what, a bit of paper. Oh, it's working. Let me just give it a shake. So I don't want a lot of splats on this, because I don't want to take away what we've just built up. So that's better. So you know where you got your white spaces, if you feel that they're too white, you just want them odd couple of splats just in that whiteness. Now if you're very particular, you can dot it. Nothing wrong with a good splat though. There you go. I don't want to go any more because I don't want to spoil the effect. So even I know sometimes less is more, which is quite surprising for me, because I do like my splats, to be fair. And as you know, if you don't like them, you can add water to it, or you can move it about before it actually, you know, goes into that card and dries. So let's have a look what we've got then. Let me just dry this off, because the last thing I want to do is cause any problems anyway. So let's have a look. I don't want to do a blob and I end up with a mess, so to speak. So let's have a look. Now you can, this is 6x6, so if you've got 7x7 card and envelope, you can make that straight on, and that would then complement the card I made here. So again, I put on this one, this was just the bot and that print only, and I just took the ink down. And then on this one we've gone square, where we've used the same colours but just differently. And then this one's got the lashes on, so here's male, female, same colours out, masculine card with the blue on the bot, and then we've got the lashes, and we've got no colour really to her, but we can quite easily add the colour if need be. So again, two totally different formats. So I'm going to matte and layer this one, and I'm going to matte and layer this one. Again, two totally different styles, but using the same inks, just different stamps realistically. But the effect is stunning either way. It's just a case of this one, we've got the sentiment on, spread a little kindness every day. Feeding the birds is that kindness. That black splatter just brings that out lovely. It's only very, very, very faint. But if I really wanted, if I went too much with it, then it would end up getting like proper, whoa, what have I done sort of thing. I'm just going to curl some more of these lashes out, just to, let me just do that while you're all watching so you can see what I'm doing. So all I'm going to do is just bring that just up a little bit. Could even put some white highlights into that maybe. Let's have a little, let me just do that top. It has got sort of that, where we've put that little bit of green. I mean, you could just dab here and there. Let me just put that little antenna up there. If you wanted to just add a little, because sometimes with let me just get me pad, there we go. You could just do some little dots of highlights, because sometimes some of these fancy lashes that are out there, I've seen some ladies with, goodness me, all sorts going on. I thought they got a herd of caterpillars on the go at one stage. But yeah, it's like, wow. But yeah, just that little bit of depth, just a bit different. You know, it's not all about, we've all got to put the same out there and copy this and do that. It's just having that little bit of adventure. I'm just going to bring that pupil in just a little bit more. So I'm just going to take that round and into that eye area. And I know she's a bot, but she's still a pretty bot, you know. And I love a little bit of and I'm just going to think to myself, I just want to bring sort of like a, it's like a turquoisey. I just want to pull that over just so it gives her a little bit of something. And then if I have like, yeah, a bit of pinkish Now if I just put a bit of a blush to her. Why not? Hey, why not? I mean, I could put a full-on wig if we needed to, but I'm just thinking I'm liking her as she is. So I'm quite happy with the splats on that. If I'd done a complimentary envelope to that, I'd add the splats on and probably maybe a bit of a stencil just to give it a little bit of oomph to it. But yeah, I'm happy with those two. Obviously, this one we've had a bit of a bleach background, but this one was a two different styles. But I'm going to matte and layer, and then I'll post them out to you later, my darlings. All right, so hopefully that's something for you to give yourself a little bit of thought, maybe. Just something to think about, to play around with. But yeah, so I've now got cards for an occasion. So once I've matte and layered them, I'm going to matte and layer them on a 7x7 card, and there you go, card and envelope ready. I've just got to whack a sentiment on. I do think that would be, I mean, I know it's horrible to talk about, but that would actually work for a sympathy card because it's very neutral, it's very still, but it's quite impactful in its own right. And then, like I say, we've got male and female with the same sort of colour themes. Really, yeah. It's how you make it at the end of the day. You know, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last one before I break up, basically. So that's why I've done one literally every day. So I'm hoping you enjoy it. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. But it'll be something interesting, no doubt. But yes, thank you for joining me. I'm hoping you've enjoyed tonight's little bit. On Matte and Layer it, I'll get the links back out. I'll also put the links down for what you've asked me for. I have wrote it down on a piece of paper. The varnish, I won't forget that. So links for the varnish. If there's anything else, whack it in a message for me. All right, and then yes, you'll see me tomorrow. You're not going to miss me. I'll probably do some lives on a beach or some nonsense. But I am taking a paint set with me. I'm not taking any stamps with me. But I am taking this, which will be dry because it's nearly dry. Look at that. And I am going to be doing some painting. What? I don't know. This little thing here was off Amazon, and it has 20 in, so that's the full collection I'm taking with me. So I can quite easily do some dramatic, but there's going to be sand, there's going to be pebbles, there's going to be all sorts of nonsense. So I don't know what I'm going to end up with, but I've got a bit of paper, I've got me a brush ready. I'm ready. So thank you again, as I say. Thank you for joining me. I'm hoping you enjoyed tonight's little session. So I'm going to send you my love. Bam. I'm not sure of the time tomorrow. It's Tuesday, so yeah, maybe about 6:30, 7 o'clock, if that's all right with you guys. I will post up a 5-minute reminder, and if you do subscribe, you'll have a thing come out anyway to say I've gone live, so that'll save you from missing it if you have like that reminder bell on there. Thank you for your support, basically, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, love you lots. See you later. I'm going to try and demount now without breaking anything. Honestly, the perks of this is ridiculous. Oh, there we go. We're off. See you later, sweeties. Love you lots. Bye now.